If you live, you learn.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're examining our picks for the 10 times people got seriously hurt on game shows.
You know, it's that moment that emphasises how dangerous ice skating is, and the blades are so sharp, and the adrenaline tonight went a little bit further, and yeah, it was an accident.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we'll be looking at some of the most shocking and serious injuries that famous contestants sustained on UK game shows. We'll also explore what happened afterwards. If you could compete in any of the game shows we've mentioned in the video, which one would you pick? Let us know below. Number 10. Ian Watkins' Tumble. The premise of the short-lived Tumble and make them perform gymnastic routines that often take professionals years to perfect. Does it sound like a recipe for disaster? Well, after Mr. Motivator had to withdraw from the show after dislocating his knee in rehearsals, that should be a pretty big warning sign. One of the contestants to actually make it on the show was Ian H from Steps Watkins. On social media, he put out an image of his bruised hamstring he received in training, taken at a very bizarre angle. Then, a couple of days later, Watkins disturbed people once again with his photo of friction-burned and blistered hands. For that alone, he should have won the series. Number 9. Shaun Ryder, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. For a show like I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, it's pretty surprising that there aren't more injuries sustained. After all, the participants are somewhat isolated in a jungle with all sorts of critters that can strike.
Well, when you're ready.
I don't want any cobblers, you know what they've got.
That's the crocodile eye, is it?
And Ryder found this out the hard way. To secure immunity from eviction, he and others spent the night in a dark cell. Putting his hand in a box to retrieve a key, Ryder met a young Australian carpet python, and it didn't go well. The reptile dug its fangs into Ryder's hand before wrapping around it.
Oh, you dirty I will pull you out.
It took 2 handlers to pry the snake from its apparent meal. Ryder's wound was pretty brutal looking, but at least he wasn't evicted for his troubles.
Joly, how are you? Alright. It's a bite. It's a snake bite.
Number 8. Dom Joly, Total Wipeout. If you've ever watched Total Wipeout and thought, yeah, I could do that easily, then you might have second thoughts shortly.
Let's creatively call that a yes.
After Joly made a name for himself for practical jokes and yelling into an oversized mobile phone, he decided to add another game show to his resume with this series. During filming in Argentina, he took on the iconic giant red balls. Only he slipped and ended up breaking his foot. Yikes. Joly, who only appeared on Total Wipeout to impress his kids, broke a whopping 4 metatarsals that took around 3 months to heal. Not a jolly good time there.
I don't think they do. I mean, it's like every time we've tried to DJ on drugs, it's always been even more of that.
Number 7. Sarah Harding, The Jump. For some reason, the UK loves to make celebrities do tasks that only professionals should do on TV. Especially when it comes to some sort of Olympic sport, apparently. And this time, it was winter sports for the jump. Many contestants were wounded in the show. Sarah Harding from Girls Aloud was one such victim.
This is just a duo. If they take each other down, they don't have to worry about anyone else coming through, and that's exactly what they've done.
She damaged her knee ligaments and had to pull out soon into the 3rd series. To make matters worse, even nearly 8 months later, the injury was still giving Harding trouble.
Goes to Tamara Beckwith. Yes, and hardcore Harding.
She had to bow out mid-performance of her stage play, Ghost the Musical, leaving her understudy to fill in. Harding stated she had chronic pain from her knee injury and had been struggling.
No, that left me with a little injury, but I'm just about getting over that one.
Number 6. Jade Johnson, Strictly Come Dancing. With the 2012 Summer Olympics coming to London, hopes were on Johnson to win a gold medal on home turf. The long jumper had made a name for herself by taking silver at the 2002 Commonwealth Games. In 2009, Johnson signed up for Strictly Come Dancing. However, during rehearsal, she felt her knee pop. As such, Johnson had to pull out of the competition, but she did get to do her tango in the final. Years later, the injury continued causing her problems. So much so that Johnson had to withdraw from being a part of Team GB in 2012 as her knee flared up during training. With that, she sadly retired from athletics. Instead, she did commentary during the Olympics. Number 5. Jennifer Ellison, Dancing on Ice. Who knew that getting celebs to dance on ice with sharp blades on their feet could go wrong? In 2012, singer and actor Ellison was in the midst of performing for the beloved Dancing on Ice. During one of her routines, she did a scorpion kick with one of her legs. However, her impressive flexibility gave Ellison a big problem as she kicked the back of her head with her sharp skates. Making it really impressive, she finished her dance as though nothing had happened. But afterwards, she immediately got medical help for the massive cut on her head as her blonde hair turned crimson. Thankfully, Ellison was fine and continued competing on the show.
Extension and the boot slide.
Number 4. Gemma Collins, Splash. Already a national treasure, Collins decided to have a go at Splash. With a show all about diving into a swimming pool, there is bound to be some injuries from getting the angles wrong as the celeb makes contact with the water. However, we weren't expecting Collins's to be quite so visually brutal. While being interviewed by Gabby Logan, Collins showed graphic bruises across her chest. After this, she still showcased her dive. Decked out in a glamorous costume, Collins took to the air as she made her watery plunge. Even though she was eliminated after the first episode, she should be proud that she still did it with her painful-looking injury.
If I went into a thesaurus and looked up aggressive, there'd be a picture of Gemma Collins.
Never even read a thesaurus, darling.
Darling, I've just told you what a thesaurus is.
Number 3. Denise Van Outen, Strictly Come Dancing. Compared to some of the other game shows on this list, Strictly Come Dancing seems like one of the safest. But try explaining that to actor, singer and presenter Van Outen. In 2012, during a rehearsal, Van Outen was dropped on her head. This caused 3 discs in her spinal cord to slip. Thanks to steroid injections, she managed to remain in the competition and amazingly achieved runner-up status. However, she had to undergo horrific surgery to repair the damage.
They had to go in through your throat.
Yeah,
to get into your spine, Denise, it was awful.
I know, I mean, and something else I kept very private.
The surgeons had to remove her voice box to access her spine, risking her singing career. Thankfully, Van Outen was okay. However, her dancing curse returned in 2021 when she took part in Dancing on Ice and fractured her shoulder. Number 2. Rebecca Adlington, The Jump. Considering she's one of the greatest Brits to swim at the Olympics, it's easy to think that Adlington might have had an athletic advantage when it came to the jump. But as she was training for the winter sports competition, disaster struck. As she landed on the safety mat after taking to the sky on skis, it all seemed fine, until Adlington didn't get up and instead clutched her shoulder. It turned out she had dislocated the joint as she hit the mat. Adlington withdrew from the show to have surgery and acupuncture. She later confirmed that the experience was more painful than childbirth. The third series of the jump was plagued by injuries, with 7 contestants having to withdraw from the show. Number 1, Rav Wilding, Splash. After making his name as a former police officer turned presenter on Crime Watch, Wilding was probably expecting a nice easy time when he took part in Splash. Instead, he would undergo one of the toughest experiences of his life. While training before production started, Wilding attempted a somersault dive. However, he tore his hamstring in the process.
Is made from dreams. Time is made from honey, slow and sweet.
After being discharged from the hospital, he then endured a pulmonary embolism. Wilding received a settlement from the production company of Splash in 2014, but he reportedly still suffered from many issues from the terrible injury. Since he couldn't compete in the show or work, Wilding stated he had to put his house on the market and cancel his wedding. So, in 2016, Wilding sued the programme.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.